To a developing story now, there are fears that another doctor strike could be in the offing. This follows failure by doctors and the government to sign a collective bargaining agreement as agreed upon when the strike was called off. And as our Dr Mercy Korir now tells us, the Friday deadline for the CBA to be signed is fast approaching, and there are no signs whatsoever that this will be met.
Is hereby called off.
That was the long-awaited news the country was praying for after 100 days of a doctor's strike that had paralyzed the public health care. Pen was put to paper on a return-to-work formula where the crux of the matter was the doctors' collective bargaining agreement that was to be signed within 60 days, but up to now, there is no CBA.
We are not likely to see the CBA being signed on Friday 12th, and that's very unfortunate.
While meetings have been ongoing to conclude this matter and avert another industrial dispute, all is not well in the public health facilities.
I can tell you for a fact that there's a go-slow everywhere. Even without us announcing a strike, you are not going to receive the services that you are supposed to receive as a patient.
One of the thorny issues between the doctors and the government, despite a presidential directive, is non-payment of their salaries since December 2016.
None of the doctors have received any payment, whether at the national government or the county government. Just bad faith, because the money has been released. Both the money for allowances and the money for salaries were released by Treasury.
The Ministry of Health on one hand says that money has been disbursed to the counties, while the counties on the other hand cry foul, claiming that they have no money to pay its doctors.
It boils down to lack of goodwill to sort out the issues that are bedeviling the public health system.
While non-payment of the doctors' salaries is one symptom, talks and meetings to beat the deadline set out in the return-to-work formula have been exhibiting unhealthy symptoms of their own.
There are people who are not part of the negotiations who have come in, and they have come in with opinions.
Both the county governments and the national government have made statements committing them to one, pay doctors' salaries, and second, meet the deadline that expires on Friday, 12th May 2017. But the Doctors' Union Secretary reads otherwise from this.
What next is the government is telling the Kenyans that, you know what, we will not give you the doctors. We don't want the doctors in hospitals, and you as a Kenyan, please make necessary arrangements.
Time is ticking, and it's now 5 days to the signing of the doctors' CBA. But not even the recognition agreement that was to be signed within 14 days of a return to work has been done. Could Kenyans be looking at another looming industrial action between the doctors, that is KMPDU, and the government? Dr Mercy Korir, KTN News.